one of those games that, again, a totally different feeling. It was a game where we actually got really badly overrun in the last quarter. Otherwise, we'd been going pretty well with our last quarters. We'd set up a really handy lead. I was probably a little bit comfortable going into the last quarter, thinking we've just got to play okay to win this game. But Adelaide came out fired up, led by McLeod, and you know, that's the quarter that probably stands out in most people's memory. But the first quarter of Ben Cousins just really set up the victory for us. I mean, if he hadn't had that quarter, we wouldn't have won the game after 4 quarters. So it took McLeod one of his best ever quarters to get Adelaide in with a chance of winning, but it also took, you know, a brilliant quarter by Ben Cousins to put us that far in front so that they couldn't catch us.
High kick towards half forward. It's a 2-on-2 contest down there. Coliker almost brought it down. Laddams just waited for it to spill off his hands. Puts it inside 50 to space for Burton to lead out into. Bad bounce for both of them. Burton goes again. So does Glass, one-on-one. Wins the ball, gets it to Judd. He loses his feet to Hunter. And the Eagles work it out through Fletcher. A man breaking to the members' side. It's Chambers. He can get it and go. He runs to 55, has a bounce. It doesn't come back to him. Gets to 40 metres, lines it up and pops it through. Gardner got the tap down. Woodland and McLeod wrestle. Wouldn't win again, did well. Got it to Judd. He accelerates away from the contest. Runs to 40 metres out and finishes off the job. So Lynch will go in the ruck against McGregor. McGregor tried to work to the front. Couldn't get an effective disposal from the contest though. Embley went to ground. Here's Lynch again. Handball out. Fletcher. Short kick. Wasn't 15. Cousins has to swing onto his right boot. He does so. He goes for goal. Happy birthday, Ben Cousins. His second. So here's Perry. Oh, popped it up. Never looked like kicking for goal, did he? Unfortunately, his forwards didn't read his mind.
It's a set play that no one knew about.
Except him. Fletcher, wide to Gardner. Can West Coast counter-attack? Miranda back to Gardner. Here's a chance for the counter-punch. Gardner fumbles. Goes again, just puts body on body. Realised he wasn't going to pick it up and make sure no one else did either. Comes to Embley. He's 55 out, wheels around onto his left boot, round the body towards Lynch.
That is a fantastic kick. He was the only option for Embley to go to. Lynch, and he's kicked that left foot superbly. Just deft touch from Embley because he was going full pelt. It was a good take by the big guy in the end off the ground.
And he is a big guy, 193 centimetres, a whopping 104 kilos.
He is a dead ringer from behind. I know he's got Andrew Lockyer's number, but he's very similar, isn't he, in stature?
Lynch, can he make amends for his previous miss from 40 metres out? Kicks through that one a bit more solidly. Goal umpire likes it. West Coast lead by 12 points.
Banfield,
get on
the
him.
veteran, Cousins. How about this? 30 metres in the clear. The champs away. One bounce, running down towards half forward. Sets it up. Lynch is the target. Lynch is the marker. It was a wonderful kick. Only one man was ever going to mark it. There goes the kick from Hart. Back towards the wing. A little nudge from Gardner. Timely. Breaks away from Biglands. Tackled as he kicks. As a result, the kick forced very high. Missed by Wooden initially. Advantage is paid. Wooden's away then. Gets a hand pass to Embley. Embley fires a goal and kicks it. That's important.
Clark. Gardner there. Down to McLeod. Got the hands free. Got it out to Marsh. He's taken into tackle by Fletcher. Turns it over to Cousins. To Judd. Look at the acceleration from Judd. He's got a man forward to the ball. It's Chambers. Away he goes, has a bounce, runs through the front edge of the centre square, steps around Edwards, runs to 55, just Chambers, goes towards the goal square material, John Cock, it's a goal! Great goal, Chambers. Gets his second goal. And West Coast rolled on at Subiaco. Williams over the top, was looking for Weir Punda, telegraphed it, was picked off by McGregor. Nelson, too slow to get rid of it, Fletcher wrapped him up, holding the ball. Chad Fletcher's having a great day. This is his 20th possession coming up. Stabs it inside 50. Here comes Lynch. Strong mark over the top of Bassett. He's kicked 3 goals for this afternoon in his second game of football. Coming up for his 9th possession. 7 marks.
He shut his eyes and taken that. Unbelievable, but it's a fantastic when you see a young player just throw himself at the footy, that's a great sign.
This for his fourth. He's outside 50. Don't worry about that because he won't. Slips as he kicks it. So it only goes through goalpost high. 4 goals to Quinton Lynch. Clark up against Gardner. Ball free to Fletcher. Releases the hands to Kerr. Swings around one tackle. Oh, stands up. Snaps a goal.
Well, that's quite amazing.
So right on the 50 for West Coast. Haven't kicked a goal since the 5-minute mark. We're now at the 17-minute mark. Opportunity for them. It goes deep inside attack. Matera bounces over the head of Lynch. Here's Kerr. Twists and turns. Gets the hands free. Matera loses his footing. Picks it up and kicks a goal. Philip Matera gets his fourth and the Eagles punch back. Edwards plays on this time. Again, they go for Clark as the option. Gardner read it and tried to pick it off. Clark and Gardner on hands and knees. Gardner emerges with it. Got the handball to Kerr. Kept it alive for West Coast. Handball wide to Chambers. Just hung in midair forever. McLeod wraps him up. Here's Cousins. Twisting and turning. Tries to get around Gallagher. High kick inside 50. They'll fly from all directions. Ball at ground level. Miranda. Handball out. Open space for Chambers to just waltz in and go bang. Thumps it into the top deck of the stand for a goal. His third. Edwards thumps it long. Clark goes up again. He's been the target from the last few kick-ins, but West Coast again pick it off. Here's Matera. Can he drive home the nail? He goes for goal and puts it through.
A tie, not out of the question. Just under 2.5 minutes to go. Important ball, this one. Down goes Judd. Peter Matera gets a hand pass away, a timely one. Gardner, man on towards the opposite side of the ground. That's ignored. He goes to Miranda, who can go to Lynch. Any score here will be very handy, particularly a goal. The big fellow has 5.
It was an away game and we travelled, but Geelong were a good side, you know, and they were in the middle of